Namaste everyone, welcome back. I'm Viru and this video tutorial about plank pose and plank to Chaturanga transition. So first look at the plank pose, some of the key points. In the beginning, when you do your plank pose, so notice your shoulders coming over the wrist. So your hands should be shoulders width apart, something is like this. And your hands position is very important. Don't turn your hands out like this. So easy way to understand, you look at your index and middle finger and align with the center of your wrist in this way, both hands. So try to keep maximum body weight on your index finger. I don't want to go anatomically too much, but try to keep your body weight in your inner arms more than your outer arms. It can be cause for the wrist pain. So try to keep your maximum body weight on your index finger. Press it down. Now from here, once your shoulders over the wrist, work with your back, your shoulder blades. So when you are in the plank pose, for example like this, so do not move your shoulders blade toward each other. Try to move your shoulders blade away from each other. And in another way, try to move your center of your chest away from the mat. So by doing this, you are actually using your shoulders and your upper back, and you will recruit more strength from your shoulders, from your arms. And second thing, when you hold your plank pose, try to pull your belly in toward your spine and engage your core. So for example, if I do my plank pose, so don't collapse from the lower back. Try pull your belly in toward your spine and try engage your core muscles. And again, pay attention toward your shoulders. It's not like this. Move center of the chest away from the mat and engage your core, shoulders over the wrist. And notice my shoulders and my ears. Don't do this. Try to move your shoulders gently away from the ear and your neck long. Draw a straight line from your heels to your head. And hold for 5 to 10 breaths and then slowly come back. So remember, shoulders away from the ears and gently move your shoulders away from each other, or think you're moving your chest away from the mat. And gently pull your navel in toward your spine, tight your belly. Use your core strength to hold your plank pose. So this is the first step. After doing plank pose, next is Chaturanga Dandasana, which looks like this. From the plank, Chaturanga, this position. So now let's break it out, this practice. So when you do your Chaturanga position from the plank pose is quite challenging. So first what you do is stretch your arms front of you like this. Okay, again, core is strong. Don't dull your shoulders, shoulders away from your ears gently. And then from here, start bend your elbows. So try to make this shape 90 degree. Okay, and here notice one more thing is important. Stretching your arms and bend your elbows. When you bring your elbows back, so it should touch your side of your ribs. Don't move away, not like this. Okay, so if you're doing this, you will lose your strength and more weight is coming from here, outside of your wrist, and it can be cause for the wrist pain. So try to keep your elbows inside of your ribs. When you're touching your legs, you will find more stability in your posture, in your Chaturanga. And you're not going more than 90 degree angle, which looks like this. Chaturanga, you are no need to go too much down, but try to find from the plank pose 90-degree angle. From here is the next transition for upward facing dog. So now let's work with this shape. So in the beginning you can use blocks. So now here we have blocks. Put the blocks front of your fingertips like this, okay? And you start with the tabletop position, which is quite easy. Now notice shoulders over the wrist. From here, two actions. First, you are moving your head forward and you start bend your elbows. And when you're bending your elbows, notice you're moving your shoulders back away from the ear. So head forward as you bend your elbows, moving shoulders away from the ears, and bring your elbows side of your ribs and your shoulders down on your block. And then from here, slowly come back, push your hands down like this, okay? So remember, when you bend your elbows, you have to make 90-degree angle as possible you can, and bring your elbows side of your ribs. It should not move out, okay? So as close to your ribs. So one more time. From tabletop position, move your head forward and bend your elbows. So shoulders resting on your block. Now from here, your knees is straight. And try to shift maximum body weight on your hands, not on the block. And then drop your knees and push yourself back. So this is the first step. You should know how to bend your elbows, and elbows should move inside. And your head is moving forward and shoulders is moving away from the ear. And keep engaged your core. Then try your knees straight, and then drop your knees and push yourself back. So first you practice this one again. Once you have the good idea how to bend your elbows, how to work with the shoulders and your abdomen, then next step from the plank pose. So now here is a plank. From the plank pose, core is strong, and then you start bend your elbows. Slowly go down. And then push yourself back. If you find it challenging, drop your knees. Yeah, push yourself back. Knees is straight. Go down and back. Good. So once you're able to do this, then you can change your blocks position. It's slightly a little bit more lower. And then the challenge is now you're going down, but don't touch the block. Core is strong. Down, and from here, next transition, upward facing dog. So here, easy way, toe pointing back and pull your chest up. And then exhale, roll over your toes, downward dog. So in the beginning, you can try this again and again before the class or maybe after the class. And in the class, you can choose your options. Instead of the Chaturanga, you can do Ashtanga Namaskar or whatever your teacher suggests. So I hope it will help you a lot, and thank you for watching. Namaste.